is knocked out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And up next is one of the best nicknames in football.
Third and long for him here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Panthers have an early opportunity after the interception on the game's first series. Here's the snap on fourth. Headed out right. He connects downfield on fourth. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Handoff running left. Here's Hall. And he'll get this forward, and he's stopped at the 37. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. They go right back to Hall. And they bring him down around the 34. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They're going play action. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 17. Caught near the goal line. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Hall runs in for the New York touchdown. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. To the ground it goes, that's incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. They're throwing it. Tried to float that one in, and defender's there for the interception. And he's going to go. It's a big save. Here we go, 2nd and very long. Able to hit Hall, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He has the New York touchdown. It's a road win for the Jets. And this streak will live to see.
It's week 14 of the...
They'll go again with Hall. And he's going to get it. First down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line. Another run here with Hall. Not much develops there. Get this to about the 43. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. Second down and 8. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He gets this complete, finding Adams. And he will. Going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere. They give to Hall. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down.
Let's go now.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big third down pickup for a first down. They put Adams in motion. To the air now on 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen to Hall. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play. Back to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him and will bring up third down. Now they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here. Caught by his tight end. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the give, it's Hall. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. They'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Here's 2nd and 9. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example. Just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He'll look underneath for Hall. And here defensively, they did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. And that is no good. He Right away, they'll set up to throw. Looking deep for Lazard.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
And he gets marked. But inside the 5-yard line.
That's good for the Jets.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll look to throw again. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. The ball inches from the goal line. 3rd and goal. He'll try to run with Hall. And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force 4th down.
It's now 4th down and goal.
Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete. Now, faking the... Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. And this is...
Oh, yeah!
The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And he'll get about 5.
Offside, defense.
He'll tuck, carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And the defense... So this one in the win column for the Jets. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago. Game they really did struggle in. It looked like a different group here as they respond with a solid victory.
It's Week 15 of the National Football League, and we'll see Garrett.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Looking to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You look at this Colt defense, and they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the...
Oh, they'll run the option right. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 2nd and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. It's incomplete. Took a shot. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. On play action, they'll throw. Flush to his right. It fights him off. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete.
Ineligible receiver.
So let's see who this is on.
Offense.
So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official. They go play action here on first down. That one into the hands of Adams downfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 3rd down and 10. Back to throw here. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down.
You like me now?
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think that
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they?
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll see Garrett Will.
Here it is on 4th down. And he'll just get up and... Throwing now on 3rd and long. Coming across the field, connecting with Adams.
When you think back to the first half, Mike, just how well he threw the ball, and you thought maybe this defense would come up with some answers in the second half to slow him down, but so far, that has proven to not be the case.
First down. Is incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Quick throw here is complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now he'll run it.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to get off. First down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. He's got his man complete to Wilson. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is first down and goal. They'll run. It's Hall. They'll get a yard or two to the 8. Second and goal. Second and goal. One more time, they give it to Hall. Stop at the 6, and that sets up third and goal. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. To the end zone there. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's second and 2. Back to throw. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts, plus the 2-minute warning as they line up for first and 10. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. The handoff, here comes Hall. And he's going to be taken down. Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, New York. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this. They'll run it out of the gun, and it's Hall. He'll have a Jets first down. The tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Now an injury timeout, and that's Breece Hall, who is struggling a bit after that play. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. He's going to run it. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. But this is taken in by a teammate. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. They'll run with the former Badger, Braylon Allen. It's a gain of 10 yards, and the Jets have a first down. Now a first throw here in overtime. This throw right side is caught by Adams. Catch number 7 so far in this one, and a first down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That is caught. And he's very close to it. him just shy of the goal line. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. And that...
It's Week 18 of...
It's a road win for the Jets. And they end the season the way they have so many games already this year, Brock, with a victory. And now they get to enjoy an extra week off to rest and prepare to host a game in the divisional round coming up in 2 weeks.
great career starts as
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got Breece Hall. He's the NFL's ultimate red zone back. And
first and 10, they're going to throw. That's complete to Wilson. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Now here's a look at his production from last week and the part he played in his offense's victory. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 39. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. Hall running between the tackles. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. Gets everything he has under this throw. On the deep shot. Second and 10 now. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try and throw it here. Cover man is there, and he... Throwing from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Matt Milano in to pick it up. Oh! Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Christian Benford up to make that stop. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Hall takes it straight ahead. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Pass play coming here. Chased out to his right. That's caught for the first. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They're going play action. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
And he gets some good yardage down to the 42. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
They left him wide open. It's complete. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Let's go. Back to throw. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. He's dropping back to throw. He's on the move. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Here's a throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does. Allen throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. Touchdown, Buffalo. Play action on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. They're looking to throw. He's going deep. He's got it deep downfield. And he'll be touchdown after a big play. That 100-yard mark, it's as coveted by receivers as it is by running backs. And he's now reached it with that last catch. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Takes the handoff, now to throw. That finds Vele complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Rolling left, buying some time. And that's a touchdown, at least for the moment, Brock. But there's a flag out there. I think that they might wipe this one away.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
Well, you never want a penalty to take a touchdown off the board, but nobody to blame but himself here. This one's on him.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where you point a finger at somebody else, there's 3 pointing right back at you, and in this case, it was all on him. Just losing sight of where he was on the field, and he and his team lose a touchdown.
And he will score. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets. That's going to do it for regular. So as we go through this coin toss, Brock, I'm sure most of our fans know it, but this is something that can decide the game. If the team who gets it first scores a touchdown, the game is over. But if they only kick a field goal, their opponent gets it with a shot to win or tie. And if we play beyond those 2 possessions, the next score would then win. Now hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. Return coming from the 6. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Jets have their offense ready to go again. And they fought hard, not just against their opponents on the field, Brock, but the tens of thousands of opponents in the stands. And it's led them to a chance to now silence everybody here in overtime. Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 1 play in, and already they're close to midfield. On 1st down, here comes Hall. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Down the run right, throwing deep down the side. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Back now, pressure on its way. He has the first over the middle. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Forced out to his right. Malachi Corley reels it in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Hall. And they take him down, but he's able to get this inside the red zone. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on 3rd down. They go right back to Hall. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. Now it's a bootleg for him. And he pulls it in. That's a touchdown and ends this game. So it's a road win for the Jets. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory.
It's week 9 of the 2026 season. And coming up next, it's the Jets' creative quarterback. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Jets and the 49ers next on EA Sports.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, it's that time of year. A little bit more urgency. The calendar page turns to November. We kind of know who the good teams are. The midpoint of the NFL season, always a great time to... They will run it over center with Hall. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He will find his man. That's the rookie from Ohio State. And they will bring him down on the other side of mid.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, The quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
He is in. He'll drop to throw. He's going to air this one out. He's got it! And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. A give up the middle with Hall. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Let's go now.
He'll go again with Hall. And his momentum completely stopped there. Picked up, thrown down for a loss. 3rd and long.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this.
And he's into the end zone. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
Another run here with Hall. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. And it sets up 3rd down. Back to throw. He'll air it out. Deep for Wilson. That's hot! They're going to have it 1st and goal. He'll be out of bounds at about the 5-yard line. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Brown.
So much of...
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And he cannot get the throw. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and they stop it with seconds remaining in the ball game.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Come on, set. Go.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. So this one in the win column for the Jets. They're able...
It's week 11 of the...
They give on second to Hall. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. Here we go, third and less than a yard. Throwing off the play fake here. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple plays left. Didn't want... Airing it out to start this drive. Launches one deep downfield. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. The Jets take their first time out. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Throwing deep for the end zone. And oh, he got it. Interception. Picked up by Chidobe Awuzie.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown.
Oh, here we go.
It's a road win for the Jets. And this winning streak continues to grow as they claim their 4th victory in a row.
It's week 12 of the National Football League, and we've got Breece Hall. He's the NFL's ultimate red zone back and your leader in rushing touchdowns. It's the Jets and the Dolphins, and it comes your way next.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They come in on a one-game win. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all